Yeah, what if you strangled Hitler? Are
Still
you a
a murder.
strangler or are you a hero? No one will
How
call
old
you
is
a
he?
strangler.
Yeah, how old is he?
I guarantee you. How old is he?
Is he baby Hitler like that whole
No,
thing?
you're not strangling a baby.
So he already did his deeds.
Yeah.
Oh, then you're a hero.
Yeah, don't
hero
call you
for
a strangler.
show.
I'd strangle Hitler if he gave me a chance, but he's fast.
Got that long neck, though.
Can't catch that.
No, I
guy.
never
Dagging
caught
to be
him.
strangled.
Hitler's got a long neck.
I don't know.
He was 5'6", 6 of those inches all neck.
Was he 5'6"?
I don't know.
I
I feel like
that's
he
pretty
might have
accurate.
short guy syndrome.
5'6" is pretty.
I was about 2 inches away
Average.
from genocide. I'll
Back
tell you
then.
much. I'll tell you much.
Tell you
I was
much. What do you mean?
5'8". Huh?
What do you mean? Is this live?
Oh yeah.
But I don't see it anywhere.
What do you mean you don't see it anymore?
Normally I get to look at the
Oh,
screen.
it's on Hudson's screen.
Ah.
Do you want Hudson to drag it over so you can see?
Yeah. Go ahead and drag in.
Go to the top part, Hudson. Click like above all. Yeah, right there, and then just drag it over, and then go big screen. You're
Would
a
you-
professional, pal.
Would you murder baby Hitler?
Knowingly, like knowing it's Hitler.
Yeah, that's like the
Yeah.
whole question. It's like a classic. What's it
We
called?
only need so many accountants.
Yes.
Ethical question.
That's
Would you
enough.
murder baby Hitler?
I guess I wouldn't murder him. I'd take him away from whatever situation made him Hitler or gave him the
But you
ability
raise
to
him?
be Hitler.
How do you know
I
you're going
raise
to be
him
able to
on my
fix
own.
him?
No, Hitler.
I
bad.
may not be able to fix him
But the only
fully,
thing that would be
but I
different is now
wouldn't-
he's going to kill all the redheads.
No, I wouldn't put him in a position.
That'd be a
A
lot
lot of
less
things
people,
had to go
though.
right for Hitler to be Hitler.
Did redheads ever have a genocide on them?
What about all
the
of
sun.
Ireland?
The sun. Yeah, y'all are fighting
Yeah,
battles every day,
I
brother.
mean, like England against Ireland, if you want to go there.
Hudson thinks we're part Cherokee.
Oh, because you're so tan?
Yeah.
My grandma would say so. She's part Creek.
Things loud as the Dickens.
What do you mean? I wouldn't start messing with knobs.
Oh, God.
Start knob twisting.
Why'd you mess with knobs?
Well, because it's just loud in my headphones.
Well, that's on your headphones. What? Do you know where your nozzle was? Is it like the same spot that you left it?
Yeah, I moved the knob and then I put the knob
Oh,
back.
God.
We should be good.
All right. Anyways, y'all. Special day.
Episode 100.
Episode 100. We did it.
Yeah, we made it.
We're gonna make it a 200.
Doubt it.
God only knows. Y'all gotta start telling your friends or something because we're getting tired.
Yeah, well, who would have guessed that, our side gig is taking off, and who would have guessed our side gig would become our main thing?
We had 4 downloads today, and we haven't posted in 4 weeks.
I posted
2
a
weeks.
picture today. Maybe it reminded people.
Oh yeah, those guys are still trying that
Yeah.
for some reason. Just so y'all know, me and John both have full-time jobs.
Yeah,
It's not
that's
like
what
you
I
have
was
to
making a
feel
joke.
bad about us, but also,
We're not losers.
yeah, we're not losers.
Just because
We
we
just
have
have
a
a hobby.
podcast that doesn't take off doesn't mean we're a bunch of losers.
You guys
Yeah.
are sounding real insecure.
Well,
Oh,
you
we
know
are.
what? Maybe if we quit
We
our
really
other
are.
job, our podcast
Yep.
could take off.
That's the only way to do it. I watch a lot of Shark Tank. That's what they say.
I
think that's-
would never have the guts.
Oh my gosh,
You shouldn't.
Are you kidding me?
It
There's
Okay.
no way I would quit my job right now for
would
this.
it'd probably be the worst decision and most insane move made by anyone ever.
That's what
Hey.
everyone says until we make it. And then right then,
I don't know.
John's got a
Practical
lot to
jokers.
lose.
Imagine how good your. I don't think podcasts are that lucrative. Of like,
God.
oh no, I think
just
that
if your
a select
podcast takes
few.
off doesn't mean you're
You gotta have
rich
like,
all of a sudden.
You gotta have ads. And
You gotta
stuff.
have other things like that, and I think
probably
even
like
then it
1% or
takes a
something.
while. Like, I think you'd have to be pretty big to be making a decent.
I think
amount.
Dad could do like 20 podcasts or like YouTube videos and be more popular than I.
Oh, for sure. I
If he
think
did
Pop Shop has. Yeah.
I would help him with Pop Shop so fast.
Yeah. Then you can quit your job and be a Pop Shop.
Yeah, I'll take half of the
They'll call you Pop
half of the
Boy.
winnings. Pops boy.
That's Pop's boy over there. Yeah, don't
And I
say
always
it.
just dress like a nerdy little
Yeah,
kid.
yeah. You're kind of like, I think I could imagine
Hello?
your persona on the show is like Mose from The Office, and you're just Pop's boy, and you're just over there.
I just
in
stand there
overalls, like,
awkwardly.
Throws him a hammer.
Dad only wants to do like videos with the nieces and nephews, though.
He doesn't.
And they're touching correct. Huh?
He douched you.
It's
He said,
only-
I don't really want you to be in it.
This
No, I
is kind
was
of
like-
more of a nieces and nephews
I was
thing.
like brainstorming ideas, and Dad was like, "Yeah, you know,
Slow your roll there, boy.
yeah, you're just Pop's boy. You're not Pop's man yet.
You're not a star.
You're behind the camera. You shut the F up, and you do as Pop tells you."
goes to his head immediately.
Yeah.
Pop's boy.
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night, ain't no doubt. We about to watch one movie night. Turn it on, gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching, keep on watching. Got to keep on watching, keep on watching.
Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks.
That we do.
What you been watching lately? Anything?
I've been back on anime, but more like it in the background.
Yeah.
But
One Piece.
I just told Hudson he needs to watch House of Dragons because that new season's pulling up.
Never seen it?
Nope.
He's never seen Game of Thrones.
Never seen Game of Thrones.
Never.
He said he
seen Game
hated
of
it or some
Thrones.
shit.
I didn't say I hated it. I just never watched it.
It's fantastic. I think it was the best show of all time for like the first 5 seasons.
First
Right.
6 seasons.
I'm not
How many
super
seasons are there?
I think
into.
there's 8. 7.
I
8
even
were kinda
liked
bust.
7, but people could.
The only reason you liked
Feel the
7 is
dread coming.
because you thought it was leading up to something really big,
And it
then
didn't.
nothing big ever led up to it. But it's still like
It's one of the
top
worst
10.
ends of all time.
I'm not big into like Middle Earth
What?
type,
What about,
type
like-
beats.
I watch
Easter.
like Lord of the Rings like every
Easter.
night.
Every night.
You watch it every night.
It's going to
Pretty
sleep.
much on my way to bed.
I'll tell you, when we
Rings.
watched Lord of the Rings, the first one with your buddies, I was like, man, I forgot how dope this movie was.
It's that one that we watched is number 11.
Have you scratched me
12.
off? Did you just put that up?
No, I put it up a long time ago. I was wondering when you would notice. The answer was
Yeah.
never.
It's been
Yeah.
up for about a
Well, it's
month.
behind the damn
probably.
door. Did you scratch any of them?
Over a month.
No.
You should have.
Yeah.
But I'm
What-
glass.
I think what I was thinking about this too is if we just did top 100 lists, I almost would rather not do like 100 to 1. Maybe like spin a wheel or something.
That'd be fun.
So that way we don't have to do like.
Because the
makes
90s
sense.
are brutal.
They're-
It's all
they're-
black and
They're
white.
knocking me down.
Singing in the Rain. Ew.
Singing in the
Inception is
Singing in the
enough.
Rain wasn't even that bad. I'm
No,
a,
Swinging
You're a
Singing in the
musical
Rain was
guy.
good. The
I
wor-
like a good musical.
You love
M
it.
I
was
like
bad.
an animated musical the most.
That other Japanese movie we watched, Ikaru.
Ikaru.
You loved that.
I didn't love it, but you were bitching about it like nobody's
You had to
business.
stick up.
They're
for it.
rated like a.
And then you rated M way higher. I think you rated Ikaru like a 5.
But
something.
back when we were rating M, I think I was trying to be like a little posh, you know? Like
Yeah.
I do movie
you seem
reviews.
so posh for him. I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I was like, dude, that was not that great.
I
of a movie.
think I was just surprised at how old it was and how okay it was.
All right, well, let's do our rating for this.
Rating?
Yeah,
We watched Godzilla
I didn't
minus
do a
one.
plot summary. I just
What does
realized.
the title mean?
Minus
No,
one?
yeah, I don't
Could
know.
not tell you. Minus
Couldn't figure it
what?
out.
Minus one.
Minus
Maybe
Godzilla.
Godzilla has like infinite lives, and this was just minus one of those.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I
That
don't
could
know
make
why he
sense.
was regenerating like he was. I didn't like that part of the movie.
Because he's a frick. Oh, I didn't know this about Godzilla. That he was made from World War II and the atomic bomb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they allude to that at
Man,
the
we
beginning of this.
double screwed them.
Yeah. Could you imagine me in Japan? Like, oh, your whole city's destroyed. Oh, your whole city's destroyed again.
Well, yeah. Now the other ones.
Yeah.
And he was giving off radiation. There was nowhere safe in all of Japan.
But I think that's like Godzilla's whole story is that the atomic bomb gave this lizard radiation, and that's how
Was it a
he
lizard,
Makes
OG?
sense.
No, he certainly wasn't a fish.
Yeah, looks more like,
Like an
an
alligator,
iguana.
Yeah, he could be an alligator. Something
But
that
that's
radiation
saltwater.
Yeah,
turned
there's
him
no
crazy.
alligators in Japan.
All right, let's give it a rating. Ready?
You got a rating?
Sure.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 7.9.
Oh, I could have done 9. I could have done 9.
I was
What'd you even
wrong
say?
7.8.
You watched it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
we
a-
watched it today. I watched it in English first, then I watched it with Hudson today in
What?
Japanese.
You watched it twice?
Yeah.
You watched it in Japanese today?
Yeah, it's a
The
lot
Japanese was nice.
Way better.
Has to be. I watched the
What
first.
did you rate it before?
better. I could have even gone up as high as like an 8.1.
I put
This movie was good.
7.8 to 8.2. Typically, I'll give myself a range and then I'll think about it.
Yeah. I'm fine with the 7.9.
I love 7.9.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
I'm not gonna watch it again.
No,
The only
never.
reason I watched it twice is because Hudson
That's what I
wanted to
kept
be
it in the
pod.
sevens for. I'll never
Yeah.
watch it again.
See, I
But-
like that you gave me that little bit because I don't want to watch this again.
I will not watch
But
it.
I also really kind of hate the Godzilla King Kong franchise.
I thought I did too, but I thought this one was interesting.
This was the best Godzilla movie I think I've ever seen.
You watch any of them?
I've seen Godzilla movies, and every time I see them, they're like really lame.
Yeah.
Unless I mean, like, there's like the classic ones, but like,
I feel like the
You know,
classics
those are
can't be
just-
that great either.
yeah, they're classic. I mean, they're it's like a tiny little city on a tabletop. You can tell it is.
Yeah, like
But,
a little figurine.
Yeah, but I thought it was like the storyline made the most sense.
I was invested
The last
in
Godzilla
the,
movie I watched, they had like a doctor going down flying a plane to Middle Earth, and you were supposed to have these gravity suits, and then he was wearing a Patagonia vest, and he was fine. Like it made no sense. So this movie at least like had some storyline.
Yeah, that had a good storyline.
I liked the dude. I mean, I didn't like the guy. He was kind of a little bit of a bitch, but I liked the story with him and the girl and the little.
I knew that girl was alive.
I knew once the letter was given.
Oh, yeah.
It was also such.
I knew once I saw her, she
Yeah.
was alive.
I knew before that. Idiot.
But I did get a little confused when that letter was given. I honestly was like, who's that chick? Is that the girl who was supposed to be dead?
Oh, the old lady.
She didn't look that old.
Well, all these guys. So the movie starts, and this guy is a kamikaze pilot.
Crazy
Most
job.
Douche. Most
Crazy
douche thing
job.
you could ever make someone do.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you're a pretty good pilot. Guess what? You're a kamikaze.
So does kamikaze just mean like at some point you're gonna just dive
As
bomb into
I think like the first point.
The
like
very
the
first
only
thing you're
point.
doing.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I think it's like.
I think
it's your
that's what
main
it is.
objective.
I
That's
think you
so
go out
douche.
dogfight and then like that's you're not landing.
Kamikaze attacks. 4,000 airmen died. So 4,000 Japanese airmen died, and they killed more than 7,000 people. So like averaging less
How
than
many
2
people died?
people. 7,000.
And how many
4,000.
kamikaze?
4,000.
Not good
Wow.
numbers.
So
That's
they were
like
just
a 1 to 1. That's what they were saying. They were like, in this movie, they're like,
1.7
yeah,
or something.
back in the war, we didn't really care too much about our human lives.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we're gonna change that for this whole Godzilla thing.
Yeah, I knew there was an ejector seat early.
Oh yeah, I knew that. But
But he
I
was like,
honestly,
pull it.
I thought,
I thought that was the ejector seat. He
I
said,
thought,
pull this.
yeah, I think that's what they should have done.
Yeah.
It's like tricked him into ejecting himself.
Injecting.
Injecting himself.
Injecting
But he was like,
himself
pull this
with an
first. And I thought it was
ejection
going to be
seat.
like, he told him you had to pull that to release the bombs, but what it really did was ejected him.
That's what I thought.
I think
and
it
then
was
they
good
just-
that it was his decision because it was like I want to leave.
Yeah, he always wanted to live. He was puss the whole time.
he
it would
was
have been
pissed the whole
cool
time.
if he
The only
sacrificed
point-
himself.
The only point of the movie I didn't like, which Zach brought up, I think right after it happened, was whenever she pushes him into the alley. Like they're standing next to an alley for like 30 minutes, and then like,
Oh yeah, why didn't she
he's
save
like-
herself?
Yeah, she-
I thought that was
Yeah,
crazy.
I
they
mean,
could both have just juked into that alley.
he saw the power blast before. So he
Yeah.
could have been like, oh, this is about to be catastrophic.
I thought that was the first power blast we saw.
No, that
No,
was the
he
second.
did multiple power
Maybe the
blasts.
third.
I think it might have been the third.
I love how slow Godzilla moves.
I like his
Yeah.
little arms.
I think
Yeah.
I've thought it was corny in the past, especially when Godzilla looked like a dork, but I thought he
Yeah.
looked kind of cool, and so now I just think it's funny that he's just like,
and just destroys everything.
how's he
in his wake.
float?
Does he float?
He's
I
not
don't know.
standing because they sunk him
That's
20,000
true, he
feet.
definitely
Yeah,
is
whenever
floating.
he comes up in the water and is just standing there like a
Torso
water
high.
polo
It's a
player.
little goofy.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's working.
Yeah, I don't like when he's
It's
torso
like
high.
he must be swimming with his tail or something.
He's just.
He's got a
I
very
guess
strong
he's got it
tail.
straight
I
down.
can see him
yeah,
being
he
able
must
to-
be like the best
Water polo?
water treader of all time.
Yeah.
Dad used to tread water for like an hour at a time.
Is
What?
he Godzilla?
Dad used to tread water for a long ass time. And I don't think I could tread water for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
We
there's
watched
no
the
way.
Godzilla when we were
I could.
kids. That was made in like early 2000s.
I mean, there's literally another one in like theaters right now, isn't
Yeah,
there?
that's King
Is
Kong
it?
vs. Godzilla, which I thought they just made.
That
So I
seems
guess
disgusting.
That's the one that I was
do.
talking about that was so bad. Not the one that's out now, but the one that
A couple years ago?
Yeah.
They said run it back. I saw like a clip of the King Kong versus Godzilla, and King Kong has like a tooth infection.
What?
He gets like a metal
He's got to
arm.
go to the dentist.
They like pull it out with like a
Dude, there's so
spacecraft.
many Godzillas.
What?
And there's like super fans of this stuff.
Yeah, they're all Japanese.
Doug's brother-in-law was talking to me about Godzilla for like ages one time.
Boy, I couldn't have dealt with that.
He was
Oh, is that
like,
listen, buddy?
honestly, I was just so entertained. I think I was egging him on.
You
because I
do
was-
love hearing about people's
Weird
passions,
shit.
especially if it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why do you like to eat the toilet paper? Remember that show?
Oh, like My Strange
My
Addiction.
Strange
People
Addiction.
were eating like the fillings out of their sofa. I was like, we
Yeah.
bought 10 sofas this
Is
year.
that for real? Or are these people just wanting to be on the show?
I think it was
a lot
for
of it's
real,
real.
for sure.
There's no way
Remember
that's
the laundry detergent lady? She just eat it like a cat.
That's insane.
8 laundry detergent?
Yeah, like the dry kind.
Ugh.
I can't believe those people are alive.
Her
I like
breath
those
probably
people
smelled
more than
amazing.
hoarders. Yeah,
I'm
but she
trying to
had
find
nice
the one
teeth.
that we
Yeah.
used to
Yeah,
watch,
at least that's
but
breath.
they make so many
breath. She probably had
Godzillas.
no
It's probably a terrible teeth.
yeah. But I said dad, and you said speaking of which, and then you went into your little bag of tricks.
Oh yeah, I drank this coffee on the way over. It's funny because every time someone goes to Japan, they bring you back something. All they could ever bring you back is something Godzilla.
Yeah.
Dad brought me this coffee mug when he went to Japan, and
Nice.
Zach bought me this shirt.
Nice.
That's both Godzilla.
I had a tough time. Japan, like shopping around for people, you guys are both pretty tough to shop around for because you're like almost too big for Japan.
Yeah, this is tight on me.
Like a large, that's like a double XL or something.
But what about like Yao Ming and like sumo wrestlers?
Those are specially
yeah,
made.
yeah. I feel like
Yao
they just
Ming
get
was
the special
Chinese,
made.
but still, like
Yeah.
they're mostly small too.
Yao Ming probably got his clothes special made, or just
He
got them from
definitely
somewhere
did.
else.
Yao Ming was 7'2", but like a 6'2" dude. Like,
It's funny how there's races that are just smaller people.
it's fun.
It'd be cool if there was another race that was like really small, like Indians were like 4 foot max.
Yeah. Real life dwarves.
How fun would that be to visit?
I would be so excited.
I'd be like, dude, we gotta go to India. Everyone's there is 4 feet tall.
Our concrete guy, he does like all of our slabs and stuff. His name is Peppy.
4 foot tall Indian.
Yeah. But he's I don't know how he got this, but it used to drive me nuts. But now I've figured out the way around it. He used to call me lazy. Like he called me lazy as a nickname, and now he calls me lazy every time I call him or text him.
He calls you lazy.
Hey, what's up, lazy? I'm sorry.
Why?
I don't know. I told him. I said, hey man, put these. I said, get your guys to put these lot boxes up.
Did you tell him your name?
Yeah, he doesn't care. I think Peppy thinks he's immortal, and he kind of is because I really like Peppy.
What did you do?
I've threatened him with it once. I said, yo, dude, I don't need. I said, oh, he said, hey, what's up, lazy? I said, hey man, I'm not lazy enough to find somebody else to pour my slabs.
That's a good one.
And he was like, and then he just kept calling me lazy. But he called me, I had to call him because I got these new houses. And he goes, oh, what's up, Lacey? And I said, what's up, Shorty? And he just started dying laughing.
Yeah, that's a good
And I
one.
just got to call him Shorty all the time.
That's funny.
Not Shoddy.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Shoddy?
Man, I didn't. You don't know why that started?
No idea. But also, like, I told Dana, and Dana was pissed.
About Pepe calling you lazy?
Yeah, lazy?
Lazy?
Yeah. Dana was like, what the heck? But I think it's kind of funny. The more he says it, the funnier I think it is. But
Jesus got mad at Dana, called him the cheapest person he's ever met.
Jesus got mad at. That's funny. The grader.
Yeah.
There's this guy. Jesus
He's
the
always
grader.
just super nice, and then every once in a while, Dana will call me and be like, "Hey man, you might get a call from Jesus, and he's gonna say some bad things about me."
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm like, what?
Dana,
Jesus?
today I was like, hey man, who's our grader out here? Because they like left a tractor out at this lot. And over text, it just says Jesus. And I said, well, we're in good hands. But yeah, Peppy keeps calling me lazy and it's driving me nuts.
You
So
got
when are you gonna
a
retire
plot
and let
summary
your
for
son
this?
Take over. No, I told you earlier I didn't.
Oh, okay. I have a little one.
Okay. Yeah, we knew that, but do you have a plot summary?
That's a good one. Oh shit, that's funny. All right, here's my plot summary. If you've seen Parasite, you've seen this movie. Bunch of Asians hide out until they decide it's time to come out of hiding and kill the bad man.
Did he die though?
Whenever I walked out the door to go to this pod, Tay said, "Have fun. Don't be too racist."
Yeah. It's good advice for those
Every time
situations.
we'll be watching something, and she'll be like, "What's that person in?" And if they're Asian, I always just go, "Parasite."
What was Parasite? I think that's South Korean. That's like the
Yeah.
first of its kind.
It's fantastic.
Parasite was so beast.
But you said you would never watch this movie again. I don't think there's many like
It
foreign
takes a lot
movies
of
that I'd
effort.
watch again.
It takes a lot of effort to watch movies like this, especially if you're watching in subbed.
Not
It
that
takes
I
a
won't
lot of
like them,
effort
but
both
I
ways.
will like it. But if you're gonna read it too, like Parasite, you have to read the whole thing, and it's like 3 hours.
Yeah, subbed Parasite. It's a good watch, and it didn't feel like a tough watch. But watching it again, you're like,
You guys
"Ah."
talked about me with M being posh, and you watch stuff in Japanese and read it when
It's
they
not
offer
posh,
it.
though.
In
It's like
I,
you wanted to give it a higher rating because it was on
I
the
think
top
it's a
100.
little posh to be like, "Oh, it's so much better in Japanese."
I'm not that guy.
I mean, it was only better in
So-
Japanese because that's how they are talking. So like,
I understand that.
So
it
it's like
sounds better. The acting's better. It's not like they're like, "Hey, guy,
I don't
like come back here."
I
Like,
will die on the hill.
doesn't
with,
bother me at all.
Oh, it
yeah.
bothers the hell out of me. So I
Dubbed.
won't die on the
Dubbed.
hill. Subbed is Japanese with English text. Dubbed is English voiceover.
yeah.
So
Subtitles.
it doesn't bother me at all. Anime. So if I'm watching anime, I prefer it to be dubbed because I don't have to pay attention.
and they're
Their mouths-
cartoons.
And you got like
Yeah, they're
10,000
cartoons.
hours.
But
Oh, I should ask
Japanese,
this question.
It's like, hey, where you headed there, fella? And then it just sounds weird.
Did you guys watch Squid Game?
I saw the first season.
Did you watch it subbed or dubbed?
Subbed.
Subbed, I believe.
You read that whole thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
In One
Yeah.
Piece, do they...
You read?
You read for real? Yeah. In One Piece, do they... When they dub it, do they change their
They
mouths?
change it around. Oh, no. They don't change the mouth. The animation.
Their mouths look like they're saying what they're saying.
If you
Because
Maybe
it's
they-
anime. I mean, it's just their mouths open
Yeah, they
up.
barely look
Yeah,
like they're
but
saying the
still.
Japanese.
It's not like they're like moving their lips or anything.
No, yeah, they don't change any of the animation.
But it ain't like he's just smiling and words are... He's moving his mouth.
Yeah, but when you talk in Japanese, you also open your mouth.
Yeah, but when
That's
I
true.
watch Godzilla...
That's true for most
Because when I
languages.
watch Godzilla, I can tell they're not saying that stuff.
Yeah,
in
because
One
it's a
Piece,
real person.
You're not getting it.
You're not getting
How
it.
can I explain
Does
this to a couple
ASL?
idiots?
Does ASL?
Dude, it's a
Isn't that what it's
lot
called?
easier to like
American
say
Sign Language?
a guy saying any word when he's just opening his mouth.
Why wouldn't ASL be
All
globally?
GSL? Is the A for American?
Maybe global sign language. I wish all deaf people could talk to all deaf people.
I'm pretty
That
sure
should be
sign
like the-
language is the only universal language.
I don't
It's
think it's
gotta-
universal.
Pretty sure it is.
I don't know it.
I think it is. Well,
Yeah.
alright.
Dumbass. Acting up. Get off that high horse you're sitting on.
It should be the one benefit, at least, of being deaf is like you can go to China
Japan?
and find another deaf
I'm pretty
guy.
sure it's a
Yeah.
global. It's a global.
But is it because they
I
have?
think it's global
you
enough.
have different words and stuff.
But I bet
What do you
like
mean?
more or whatever.
Like that's why when something's subbed and dubbed, it's not exactly the same.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because the sentence of Japanese
Yeah, the
people is
sentence
all
structure is different, and then
wonky.
they just like.
But some
they just,
cultures
like,
even have different words,
Yeah.
and there's some cultures
don't even have word for
that
thank
have
you.
different colors.
Yep.
Yep.
Isn't that
You're on the
cool?
ball, bro.
Yep. I think we talked about this on a different podcast.
I think so too.
Yeah,
but
we talked
I was
about
thinking about it the other
Deja
day.
vu.
Like someone could look at that wall of yours with all those colors. I could only name 6, and they could name like 32.
It could
Oh, you
also
think
just
they
be a
just
guy
know
that's
that?
like more into colors.
Yeah, that's a weird guy that you don't want to hang out with him.
I bet the guy who made that art only knows a few color names as well.
If some dude like looked at this wall and was like, "Well, that's like
Indigo.
Mirage," I would be like, "Get the hell out of my house!"
Yeah, you're right. Knowing colors is gay.
Yeah, I feel like, bro. Shut up.
What if
It's
he
red.
got the name of the color? What if he was just like, oh yeah, that's buckwheat beige?
I would still be pissed.
But if it was buckwheat beige on the paint can,
Oh yeah, if he had to paint my wall, I'd be happy that he knew what color I had to go on my wall. But hell, yeah. Speaking of my house, we were at Florida. That's why we've been on a hiatus for the last 2 weeks. Meanwhile, Hudson and his girlfriend just set up camp in my bedroom and start playing house while I'm away.
my bed hurts her back, so
Yeah.
Your bed what?
hurts her back.
You got a comfy bed?
So
every
I
time you leave,
assume.
Hudson just goes on the comfy bed?
I washed the sheets twice.
Why don't you just get a comfier bed? Or
Uh,
at least a cup, like
Do you
one of
think
those.
it's your bed frame or your mattress?
the mattress is like $70.
You need to get one
That's
of
a
those
tough mattress.
uh,
It's a tough order.
thick things that you put on top.
I'm just gonna keep on riding it out.
Yeah, keep riding Zach.
Hey, all
Whenever
I mean,
Zach goes out of town, Hudson will give his lumbar a little support.
yeah.
just a little
reset.
break. I don't like. It's super weird to me, but also like the exchange.
I clean up.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, it's more clean in my room than it usually is.
I cleaned your
nice.
bathroom for damn near 3 hours.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
it
my
needed
bathtub is definitely. What?
I went in your bathroom once, looked like a frat guy's bathroom.
He's a
That's
frat
crazy.
And
boy.
you weren't even in a frat.
No.
I rushed Kappa Alpha.
Hey.
I rushed Pike and wasn't in a frat
Did
either.
you make it?
I quit.
Yeah,
faked a
I
diabetes
quit. I
attack.
quit too.
Faked a diabetes attack.
Yeah, one
Were you
time-
a shoe-in? Like they wanted you in your frat so
Yeah,
bad?
dude. I went to Georgia State. Like, they wanted all the frat guys they could get. There was only like a handful of us.
Yeah,
makes
I went to like the most southern fraternity, and then they were like, it's not like they were
Went
doing
to
a bunch
Kennesaw.
of Kappa Alpha. I said southern fraternity. I didn't say I went to the
Okay.
most southern college ever.
I can't believe you've only ever like roomed with black dudes, and you were going to go join the. Isn't it
I
like
knew I
Confederate
played
Army?
travel baseball. I played travel baseball with one of the kids.
That's how you got in.
Yeah, I should have gone for like the potheads. They're
I
like,
went-
I don't know, man. Like we were supposed to have an event. That would have been my group.
Mine's classic. For one, I lived off campus at the Mayfair. I didn't even have a
So
job.
did I.
But when I was rushing, we had a group text, and it'd be like, "Hey, the brother so and so needs this. Brother so and so needs that." And I would say, "I can't. I'm working today."
Diabetic.
And
I'm diabetic today.
I even told him I had like 2 jobs. I wasn't even working. I was just hanging out. At
You
home.
were a double
Yeah.
job guy.
Yeah, and then the first time we got
My
like
kid. I'm a single dad.
the first time
you can't see her.
the first time we got like hazed, we went into this basement and they were yelling at us and stuff, and I was like, "Oh,
What?
that sucks." So me and my buddy Will were standing in the basement on one side, and then our buddy Walsh was on the other side, and they start like asking him questions like, "Where did brother so and so go to high school?" And it's like, "What?
Who gives a damn?
They're like, what's his last name?" And he's just like, I don't know. But while they're doing it to Walsh, me and Will are dying laughing. But I didn't consider the fact that it's about to get to my
Your
turn.
turn.
And once it got to my turn, I was like, I don't know. And they're just like, every time you don't know something, like everyone's got to do like 10 push-ups.
You should have said, I quit.
So then I was like, I'm sorry, guys. I have a low blood sugar. And
Nice.
they all freaked out because they're hazing us. And they're like, oh, what do we do?
We're gonna
And I'm
cut
like,
this guy.
don't worry about it. I'll go take care of this myself. And then I went upstairs and I was like, I'm not doing this.
This is dumb. No, dude, I have a super funny hazing. So one day they had like this one guy. So this is Kappa Alpha, and we're still in the rushing process, which is like 7 weeks long. And I only did this once, but that was enough for them to kick me out. Like I didn't quit of my own regard. They kicked me out. But I was hoping I would just sneak my way through the rush process, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm a brother now. It's screwed."
Wait, what did you
They
get
wouldn't let
kicked
you
out
drink.
for?
They said, "Oh, this is how I get kicked out." They said, "We're
Drink
like,
too much.
We're in the house. They would never let us drink. Yeah. And that's like the only time I'm like kind of like I wanted to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Like when I was sober, I was like, this shit sucks.
Yeah. Fraternities are lame.
Oh, well, like when they gave me my bid or whatever, we went to this house like 2 hours away. And they like gave us these white T-shirts, and I had work the next morning. I was working at Jay Christopher's, and I got this crazy bloody nose, and I had this white T-shirt on. I was covered my whole torso.
Why?
I was just covered in blood, and I didn't know where I was. So I kept like
the freak bloody nose.
I just kept wiping my nose, so I'm just like the whole front of my shirt is covered in blood. And like I woke up like I don't know how many times I woke up late for my shift at Jay Christopher's. But I woke up at like 9 a.m. in a haze because they let us drink that night. And I'm just covered in blood. And I just like go into Jay Christopher's.
Oh my God.
Covered in blood. No.
What'd you get kicked out for?
They said, we're like at the house one day. They like called a meeting or whatever. And they're like, hey, they're complaining about people. They're like, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. And they said, Zach Knight, where's Zach Knight? And I said, right here. And they said, what are you even doing here? I don't even know you. You're never around or anything. You never help us. And I'm like, yeah, you know. And they're like, all right, come over here. And then they were like, you're out. And I was like, yeah, I get it. But they were like, they kept being like, I lived in
they
Midtown
want you to do all this
well.
bullshit. Come clean Brother Joseph's house.
Do it yourself,
Dude,
asshole.
Brother Joseph's house is a freaking pigsty.
Yeah, someone was like,
doing that.
Someone was like, Brother Kyle needs Chick-fil-A. And I was like, well, Brother Kyle
Can get off his lazy ass.
yeah, Brother Kyle can go get it.
Yeah.
I should have said that before I left. But yeah, dude. So one time, the only hazing experience I had, they made us do like crazy stuff, like 300 squats, like this dude played hockey.
What are we training for?
They were like, the brother's gotta be yoked.
We are the Jags fraternity.
Yeah, so we were working out. I'm like, oh shit,
like a
this
fitness
sucks. My
club.
legs were broken. But before that,
Zach, how many pounds have you gained since joining the fraternity? 0, sir. You're out of here. We need 10 pounds of bulk.
Yeah, we need mass. Kappa Alpha. Kappa Mass Alpha. But they like, it was like this house, and there was like a crawl space underneath, and there was a tarp. So 3-foot crawl space, dirt, tarp. And they put about 30 kids in there. And for about 45 minutes, they had this loud ass speaker going, and it's just a baby crying on repeat. Like scream crying. And I'm like, what is going on? And we're just sitting in the crawl space.
Dude, that's like...
They must have been pissed at us or something. And I'm like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's hilarious. Yeah.
That's some psycho shit.
Oh, dude, scream crying. And then you would hear it pause for a second and then restart. It was pretty funny. I bet it's a blast when you're up on the first floor
dying laughing
to it on the, like, you can barely hear it, like, through the ground.
And they're like, can you imagine how insane they're going down?
Can you imagine how upset they are right now?
They're probably like,
Baby crying.
This sucks.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, man, I was never cut out for it.
I wasn't cut out of that cloth either.
No, I needed to, like, all I needed was, like, a guarantee. Like, hey, man, you're in.
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
cool.
I wanted to hang out. I didn't know, like, we had to do all.
You guys had to be a
know
dick
each other's
for
last
7
names and
weeks.
where they went to high school.
I could give a damn.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even tell you where I went to high school.
we're brothers. We had the same last name. Is it Knight?
That would have been funny. Night.
You were adopted.
That's your last name. You gonna play a game?
Dying.
All right. In this jar, I have a certain number of Reese's Cups.
Mm-hmm.
This is in celebration of the 100th episode. The winner gets to keep the Reese's Cups.
Ooh. Hmm.
How many do you think are in here? You can hold it if you wish.
Oh yeah, throw it here.
Don't count them. Don't do that. That's.
I'm surprised you let me hold
We're
it.
playing like over if you bust. Like
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Price is Right rules or what?
Whatever rules. A Doyle.
Yeah.
I got it.
All right, John. What's your number?
25.
Wow. Hudson.
27.
It was 22.
Oh,
John gets the Reese's Cups.
nice.
In this very jar, I have a very select number of Jolly Ranchers. John?
Throw it here.
Damn.
All right.
Time's up.
I don't need to see it.
Yeah. John's quick math.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, what's your number?
40.
Mm.
We'll go 53.
Damn it, Hudson. 33. You know what's funny? In some way, both of the numbers were on the lid. On the Reese's Cups, it just says 22 on the top, and it's a complete coincidence. Yeah, but do you guys want me to dump him into the pinata?
You have a pinata?
Yeah.
Is it Godzilla?
No.
Yep.
that would have been a pre-order. I wouldn't be able to get a Godzilla pinata. I will leave them out. John won both of them, and I'm sure he doesn't even want them.
Oh, I love Reese's. I'm gonna throw those.
I'm
in the
sure he
freeze.
doesn't even want them.
You're gonna have a Jolly Ranch.
They're good for his diabetes.
Yeah. Reese's. Don't show Daryl those Reese's. We got this coworker Daryl. He just eats everybody's snacks and then blames other people.
I heard he ate some beef jerky one time.
Beef jerky.
He ate
Didn't
all
tell me he ate a beef
the beaver nuggets, and
That's
then he
what
tried
it
to
was,
blame
beef
Dana.
nuggets,
Yeah.
Dana was eating those nuggets. No, Daryl, I saw you eating the nuggets.
Bevo nuggets.
All right. Remember how you said if Dad didn't say anything about your hair, you got punished?
Oh, it's today.
Yeah. I finally brought the
Don't
marshmallows.
cut my hair. Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna throw marshmallows at you hard, and I'll and then I'll start getting
How hard?
less hard and less hard. As soon as you catch one, it's over.
You're gonna hose?
I'm gonna be nicer than you would do it. I know how you do this kind
Oh,
of
I would hose.
thing. Yeah, you
Yeah.
would knock.
You gotta go Randy Johnson with it.
All right.
Oh, we were playing Fluffy Bunny.
I think this would be funnier. Have you ever seen that guy on Instagram that's like, "I have the best mouth on the internet"? Dude, that's
He
crazy.
crushes it. Don't hit the camera.
I'm gonna try to hit you.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yes.
Once I get softer, I'll be able to hit you in the face. You gotta wear it.
Does it hurt? Give me a chance.
Yeah, there it is. That was better.
That was really only like your
That was pretty
second.
impressive.
Yeah, you have the best mouth on the internet. That guy's classic.
Wow. I did it. Do you have any other games?
Just the marshmallow
You
one.
don't have any games?
You wanna play again?
No, but it was fun. Alright, I have another game. God, it's the 100th episode. You didn't think of a single game.
I didn't.
Name this team. It's a group of men in the chorus.
What?
The group of adults, an adult chorus team.
Chorus? Oh, okay.
Chorus?
Yeah. Me and Hutz were talking about this before, and I was like, oh, I think this would be a fun game. You can go ahead and give your name that you had for it.
Oh, I had throat goats.
Throat Goats.
The name of a like a singing group.
Like a high school chorus,
Acapella band.
you know, like
Yeah.
the elite chorus group.
Wow.
Bowling team.
A bowling team?
It might be a little bit too tough. It's all pun worthy. So it might be a little
Yeah,
bit
it's
tricky. All right, fine. All right, next game. We all have 1 minute to draw a character that can beat Godzilla.
Oh yeah, easy.
All right, well, your pen and paper down there. Hudson, I believe you have yours. I believe mine's somewhere. All right, no cheating.
It can be whatever, no rules.
I don't have a pen. That's me. You just me a pen over there. Sheesh. Yeah, no rules. Are you already drawing?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
It's a minute.
Oh, I only have this line so far, but you only know what it is.
Cheater!
Too much. That looks terrifying.
Set timer for 1 minute.
Oh god, that's quick. Is it going?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got ripped off.
We say.
I wish I could think of a really good name for him.
It's down.
I didn't draw anything.
You didn't get anything?
didn't draw anything.
You have 1 minute.
Had you already thought about what you were going to draw?
No.
All right.
All right, who's first? You have to explain why your character. Show the camera and then explain why it would be Godzilla.
All right. This guy's name is
Wow.
Shark Lasso.
Sharkaso.
Yeah, he's a shark cowboy, and instead of fins, he has a lasso for an arm. And I'm thinking he's as tall as Godzilla, obviously. And then he's going to lasso him. I mean, if you get Godzilla lassoed,
That's pretty good.
that's over.
I feel
And then
like
he's just going to eat him.
I feel like you spent a lot of time on that hat.
Yeah, I didn't. When I started the hat, it was. I didn't realize it was only a minute long.
Wow, good job.
Yep.
All right, so you didn't draw anything? Do you have an idea?
I got the beginnings of a dragon.
Yeah, well, that's not a minute drawing. That was, I mean, I could see the dragon.
It was
If you had 3 minutes, maybe. All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh.
This is Fanuka.
It looks like a phoenix.
It's a giant phoenix with the bazooka on his back and
Oh.
he flies.
That's great.
He's got massive claw hands.
That's
That's
really
nice.
good drawing, even if you took all day to do it.
All day.
You didn't do that in a minute.
All right, well,
I don't know.
all right, fine. This is the one I did in a minute.
How did you-
So
Who drew the first one?
Still
I
pretty
did.
good.
Wow, it's really good.
I draw pretty good.
I did not based off your second one.
Well, I only had a minute. This took me only maybe 5. But we can't be sitting here in silence all day. Anyways, I still think this guy can win. He's got a massive bite, as you can see from his huge mouth,
And he's got huge arms.
which is Godzilla's only
Weakness.
downfall.
Yeah.
And he could, I mean, they look pretty elastic to me. So I think he could wrap up Godzilla.
Uh-huh.
All it takes is just, all you gotta do is eat Godzilla. But yeah, this guy, he's got a bazooka on his back. Godzilla doesn't stand a
What
chance.
did you draw
against his feet.
that?
I did it right before for the joke.
That's funny.
Then that's it all, and I was pissed. So you ruined my friggin' joke. Well, now we wasted. Thank goodness I only wasted 5 marshmallows. I can't believe I snagged the 6th one.
That was hilarious.
And only
Great catch.
2 of them were catchable.
I have another guy.
But
This is reflector face, and basically
it's only for the blast.
you shoot him in the face, and you get reflected right back at him.
Yeah, it just more looks like a brick. Why is the mirror 3D?
He's all mirror.
Yeah. That guy's terrifying.
Mirror man.
I like reflector face better.
Reflecto face. Yeah, and you wouldn't even be able to see him because he's all mirror, kind of like a magician.
Yeah.
All right, anyway,
Would look
so
invisible.
we watched Godzilla. If y'all were to die by Godzilla, how would you want to go out?
It's crazy. He doesn't even eat people.
He bites them and then throws them.
It's so douche.
That would be the most douche.
You know, I wish that guy at the
I
beginning.
think just energy blast straight to the freaking
I would want to see the
cranium.
energy blast for
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be cool. And then you might become Godzilla.
It's also just the easiest way to go.
Oh yeah, I didn't understand that end of the movie part.
Oh, I think he just can't be killed.
No, I'm talking about
They
whenever-
zoomed in on the girl's neck when she was in the hospital, and it
Yeah.
almost looked like she was gonna turn.
She looked like she had
Godzilla.
venom
Oh.
And it was like, what is she gonna be Godzilla now? Like, what?
Which she didn't even like get hit by the blast. She just got hit by like debris, which almost seems
Which would
worse.
mean that like everyone has it.
Yeah, what if there was just every Japanese person turned to Godzilla? They would be.
The guy should have just
Unstoppable.
shot him at the beginning because he wasn't gonna die. So then at least he wouldn't have looked like a puss.
He was definitely, if he shot him,
He was totally dead if he
Godzilla
shot.
would have turned to him and killed him.
For sure, Godzilla.
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
getting
yeah,
hit by
yeah.
that.
But I mean, Godzilla wasn't gonna die. They're like, all those guys died because you didn't shoot Godzilla. Like, have you
Hey, man, I
seen
blew up
everything?
Oh yeah.
a
Yeah.
mine in his mouth and his whole head regenerated.
Well, that guy didn't know that at the time.
Yeah, I hated the regeneration part. I didn't know Godzilla.
Yeah,
had
that was
in
kinda
him.
lame.
I know he had that dog in him.
Yeah, you think? I mean, how would he just not survive the second time? I guess he did. He was coming back to life.
Yeah.
Maybe they just blew his face even harder.
I think they just.
Yeah.
I think they
It
thought
just
they'd
took
like.
longer to regenerate.
I think
Plus-
they thought they'd kill him from the inside with the decompression stuff.
He had a power blast loading up, and then it started seeping out the sides, and he really fell apart. So it's going to be a minute before Godzilla's back to his full grandeur.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, that's not my question. What do you think the biggest creature in the world is right now? Squid, megalodon. I think it's definitely in the
It's a blue
ocean.
whale.
Leviathan.
No, I think there's something out there that's bigger than a blue whale.
Leviathan.
What's
it's in
a
the book of Job, and God tells Job,
What eats Job?
no, Job doesn't get eaten.
Job gets
Jonah. I mean.
Jonah, he gets
sorry.
eaten by like a big fish or a whale.
Yeah.
There's this creature that God talks about in the book of Job, and he's like, who are you to question me? I created the Leviathan. It's super beast and it's super huge and it lives in the depths.
Mm.
And it's supposed to come out of the depths like towards the end of the world, I believe.
Isn't there something like a river that's drying up that's like Three Kings or some shit? Like, once the river dries up, there's something that's happening.
Oh, I don't know.
And the river, as we speak, is drying up.
Aren't they all?
We gotta stop this. We gotta stop warming this globe. It's a big problem. But anyways, I mean, I don't have anything else to say about Godzilla. This is only about 53 minutes. Kind of uneventful for our,
We got the pinata.
Oh, yeah!
What's up with the pinata?
Yeah, you gotta put on a blindfold.
That's
Put
why,
on that hat then.
that's why we got the ski mask.
Yeah. Try not to break anything. To celebrate, to sign off on this 100th.
Is there anything in there?
Yeah, there's frickin' Reese's and Jolly Ranchers. What do you think? To sign off for our 100th episode, 100 more to come, we're gonna have John and Hudson. I just get to buy the pinata and the candy. I don't ever get to.
Are you gonna eat the
Participate.
candy?
don't get to play.
We're gonna have them punch the pinata.
How are we gonna do that in this room?
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Am I supposed to be punching midair right now?
Oh, goodness. This is a blast. Nice. It's Hudson. Ah, we're broken. Hurry and break it before something else. Nice. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Well, John's camera disconnected.
Oh no.
But I'd say overall, that could have gone a lot worse. It just unplugged. All right, well,
Looks like all the cameras are freaking.
we messed up. Thanks for tuning in. I can't go to the intro. Let's click the intro. Go to the left on the OBS. Right there where it says Zach's Cam, scroll up.